I want to share with you 7 reasons why it's a good idea to include your word of the year in a bullet journal. I'm Valerie Chodine, in case you haven't seen me before, and I've been doing word of the year bullet journals for 10 years. It's been one of the most rewarding things that I do that help me throughout the year. So, number 1 reason why to include your word of the year in your bullet journal. The journal gives you a place to revisit and focus on the word of the year. I found this so helpful because in my bullet journal I have calendars and I carry it with me a lot. I include the word, the definition, relevant scripture, quotes, affirmations, and I can revisit that the whole year anytime I want. It's all in one place. Okay, doing a bullet journal gives a lot of hope for the next year. You get a new journal and it's blank and it's full of possibility. So it consciously makes us look into the next year as a blank slate. On the other hand, the third reason to include your word of the year in your bullet journal is it can give you inspiration on how to set up your journal as far as color and style. I often ask, okay, if this is my word, what color or colors would this word look like? And if this word was a style, what style would this be? What kind of font would I use? Is there a point of history that inspires me? Or do I have a personal connection with this word that has a style? I'll tell you a little bit what I mean by that. Maybe an example would help. Okay, in 2018, my word was mystery. Okay, and then I thought, well, what style of headings for months and for categories and things like that? Along with space, I chose old world style banners. So I practice old world style banners all year for each month and in the beginning of the setting up of the journal. In 2019, my word was light. And I have the color of light was a theme that I used and I had a lot of fun studying it. So I have kind of a theme page that has to do with my word of the year. And then what style? Well, one of my goals for 2019 was to be more lighthearted. I chose the mid-century modern style. And that's kind of fun. And I even got to design some banners that I use for headings in each of the months and all the categories by Stencil Girl products. Style has a lot to do with my journals personally. And so I try to expand my artistic skill and style and lettering by a style I choose. Now, you don't have to pick a style, but it's just something I do kind of as a yearly challenge. So for 2020, my word is spirit, and my style is Celtic illuminated manuscripts. And one reason is spirit, of course, has to do with my spiritual journey, and Celtic Christianity and illuminated manuscripts have been a very meaningful part of my personal journey. So I'm including that. I have really enjoyed drawing Celtic knots, so that's a theme I'm going to do throughout. I decided on each month I'm going to draw a new knot. And so it gives me a chance to express that and have a limited palette. I'm using black and white, pencil and pen, and then as a kind of splash of color bonus and illumination, I'll be using the birthstones and drawing gemstones to also practice that throughout the year. Another reason is it's just plain fun if you like to express yourself and learn new ways of doing artwork. It's a fun way to learn to do that with a focus. Lots of times there are seeds of ideas that are planted somewhere in the journal. It'll just spark my imagination, and I have referred back to those so many times and then go back to my current journal and write that down. Keeping a journal that includes my word of the year and not putting pressure on myself to make it look any certain way, but yet fun to set it up in a certain way at the beginning, it really helps me process It helps me know where I've grown. It helps me hear God, and it helps me get things out and release things I need to let go of. Because when I let go and write down in my journal, in my heart, I feel like it's gotten out more, and it's easier for me to be more objective. If you've been encouraged to start a Word of the Year journal or keep on going with yours, please leave a comment, click the like button, and subscribe. Blessings to you as you enter this new year full of creativity and full of possibility.